It's me, Tommy Billups, and I'm here, day 9 of the 30-day going live challenge. I'm excited. I didn't get a chance to uh to go on my daily walk today because I had to go to work early. I had to fill in for somebody, so I wasn't able to go live this morning at 7:30 like I usually do. But I still want to go live, and I still want to have this conversation with you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. The ones who are tuning in not now, let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know in the comments that you're watching on the replay. Let me know how your day was. Say something in the comments. Listen, if I say something that you like, let me know in the comments. If I say something that pissed you off, let me know in the comments. We can talk about it. I don't mind disagreement. But today I'm excited. Um, for those of you who have been following me for the last few days, y'all know what I've been talking about. I just want to help everybody out there that's watching, mainly my fellas. I want to help y'all out so that you guys can navigate this situation the best to your ability. Now, today's topic is a topic that's near and dear to my heart because this is something that I experienced when I went through my divorce that really challenged me to really push forward and really become who I had to become. Without this experience, I don't know if I would be as strong as I am now. So I want to share this experience with you guys to help y'all understand as well as learn from my mistakes or learn from the challenges that I went through so that you guys can move and walk in peace. Okay, and today we are talking about family. Okay, who needs family anyway, right? That's the topic. That's what I'm talking about. This live is for those of you who may be feeling like, man, your family has abandoned you, or you're not as close to your family as you once were, whether it's due to divorce, whether it's due to any kind of situation that has happened in life. It kind of drew a wedge between you and your family. This live is for you. And by the end of this live, my prayer is that you are able to look at your situation and find peace in it. Right. So before I get started, I want to pray. God, please let whoever need to see this video in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So listen, I'm gonna start off with my story. So I grew up in a tight-knit family, right? My mom and my dad has been married for almost 40 years now. I have 5 siblings. I got an older sister down in Atlanta. I got another sister somewhere up the road. I got a brother down in Nashville, a sister down in Alabama, and a sister here in Northwest Indiana. But growing up, we all grew up close together, right? It was so many of us. We didn't really go out like that because it was too many of us. Number one, it was too expensive. Number two, didn't nobody want all them kids at their house. So we spent a lot of time together. My mom kept us close. And as we grew older and became adults, we remained close. It wasn't until recent years that, some of us went off on our own ways and some distance was placed in between us. And some of that distance was just caused by natural distance, but some of it was caused by just toxic situations. So I get married. As you guys know, after my marriage, I get a divorce. Now, with this marriage, my ex-wife then was very close to my family. They took her in as one of her own, rightfully so, which family should do. She was very close to my dad. My sister was like her best friend. My husband, I'm saying my husband, my brother's wife was like my sister's best friend. I mean, my ex-wife's best friend. So it was like kind of tight knit in that situation or whatever. When things went south with me and my ex, the first initial thought of my family was to try to keep everything as cordial as possible, right? We not picking sides or anything like that. We want to remain neutral because there's kids involved and we ain't trying to get involved in the chaos or the drama. Rightfully so. I was 100% with it. There were times where I wish, my siblings or my mom would have went a certain way, but looking back on it now, I'm glad they didn't. And it was wise for them to go that route. But in the same breath, some of the things that happened kind of left me scarred. Reason being, because there was a lot of things that were said that weren't true. There were a lot of lies, a lot of manipulating factors that happened. And instead of my family questioning me and asking me, hey, listen, what's going on? Are these things going on? Is this what I heard? This and that. They automatically accuse me of those things, and it hurt to the core. And every time I would try to go to defend myself or even explain the situation, it came off as if I thought I knew what I was talking about. I thought I knew everything. See, that's the problem. And it just became like this constant battle of me trying to convince them that, hey, listen, that's not true. The way that I explain this to people is like if somebody randomly went up to you and said, "Hey, we saw Tommy snorting crack," right? Do they snort crack? Is that what they do? Anyways, we saw Tommy snorting crack, and then you come to me and say, "Hey, Tommy, you need to stop snorting crack." And I tell you, "Hey, listen, I didn't snort crack. I don't even know what you're talking about, and I really didn't snort crack." Your response to me is, see, that's what I'm talking about. You don't want to listen to nobody. You think you know everything. And I'm like, yo, no, I don't think I know everything. It's just what you think you know isn't the truth. I didn't do it. And that was the situation that was happening with me and my family. There were things that was said, and they would just come at me and attack me for things. And I'm like, yo, no, that's not true. That's not what happened. And I found myself dang near going crazy. Not dang, I did go crazy. I had a nervous breakdown trying to convince them that the things that they were hearing, the things that were said to them wasn't true. And one day I thought to myself, I'm driving myself crazy trying to convince these people that what they are hearing isn't true when I know what the truth is. The people that are close to me know what the truth is. So why does it even matter if they believe what they believe? So from that point on, I distanced myself from my family because I just let them have it. Hey, believe what you want to believe. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to go about my life and live in my truth and live the way that I want to live. And I'm not going to stress myself out about this. And doing this, this just put a wedge between, my family. Me and my mom, we didn't talk for almost a year. Me and my brother, we didn't talk for like 2 years. Me and my youngest sister, like I said, that was her best friend. We didn't talk at all. And, there were times where it was like, yo, why are y'all like, I'm y'all brother, like talk to me or whatever. And it caused a problem. And I just have to embrace it. And it was very hard for me because, like I said before, we grew up. That's all I knew was family. That's all I knew was my siblings. Everywhere we went, we were always together. And to be in a space now where I didn't have my siblings and my siblings weren't there, and I couldn't call and talk to them. I couldn't call my brother and laugh for hours on hours because something stupid happened and we just laughing. I couldn't call my little sister. I couldn't go to my parents' house, or I didn't want to go to my parents' house because of that thought that I was just like this horrible monster. And it hurt because I'm like, yo, that's supposed to be my family. We supposed to be blood. Y'all should know me. But they didn't. They didn't know me. So I went on this journey of trying to figure things out, and I prayed about it. God, yo, I'm lonely out here. And not even lonely in the sense of not having a companion. Lonely in the sense of, yo, I don't have nobody to talk to. I don't have nobody that I can go to. My family through my divorce, and I say this, it's not no shade to my family. I love them. We are on great terms right now. But going through the process of my divorce, my family wasn't there. I didn't have anybody. I literally went through this process by myself, and it was by the grace of God, through praying, through seeking counsel from other people, that I was able to come out, stronger than before, a lot wiser, and able to reflect back on my situation and learn from my mistakes and learn from the past. So, went through that, prayed about it, prayed about being lonely. And what God ended up doing was slowly not replacing, filling those voids that I had, right? Filling the void of not having a mom. He would send someone that was like a mother figure to me, right? Even to my children. I'm not talking to my parents anymore. I'm not going to my parents' house. I'm not talking to my siblings. So that means my kids aren't seeing my parents. My kids aren't seeing their aunt and uncle. So I had to pray about that. Like, God, like they need a grandmother, they need an uncle, they need an aunt. And God slowly started placing people in my life that filled those voids, right? As he filled those voids, I started to realize, yo, family isn't like what you're born into. Those are just relatives. Family is what you create. And I had the opportunity to create the family dynamic that I wanted, right? And because of that, it helped me and my children heal in so many ways. And now, where we're at today, it's a bonus because now my family, my siblings, my mom, we've reconciled. It's still weird at times because we've been distant for so long, but we're working on that. And now I have my biological family along with this bonus family that I now have. So I said all that to say this. Listen, family is important, but family isn't what you think it is. Family isn't your blood. Those are your relatives. And this isn't because this is what I don't want to happen. I don't want people to watch this thing and be like, yeah, man, F my family, F my mama. No, 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 no. If you feel that way, you need some healing. What I'm saying is, as an adult, you get to create the family that you desire. Those things that you wish that you had, those things that you wish you had grown up, you get to create those things for you and your children, right? So I want to share with you guys how I did that, the process that I went on to be able to do that. And the first thing that I did, I had to heal. You see, a lot of people be trying to do all these things. They be trying to move on, trying to pass, and they ain't did healing. And you can do all the moving on you want. You can invite all the new people, meet everything, do all of the things, all you want. But if you don't heal, all of that stuff will eventually crumble or crack because you still have those broken areas in your life. So I want to encourage y'all, listen, heal first. And what do I mean by heal? You want to know how I had to heal? I had to let go of the bitterness, and I had to let go of the idea that my family was out to get me, that my family betrayed me, that my family hurt me. The reality was they just didn't know. Like I told y'all, my mom and my dad has been married for almost 40 years. Divorce wasn't a thing in my family. You know, we had my sisters, they got divorced, but there was never like this intense uh divorce where like all parties were involved, right? You know, with children, and it was never on this scale. I was the first, and I was like I said, they never experienced that before. So a lot of the things that they were doing, they had good intentions. They thought they were doing what was best, but they didn't understand. They've never been in my situation. They've never been divorced before. They've never had somebody trying to take their kids from them. They never had somebody lying, making up stuff about their name. They never had any of that. So once I realized that, I stopped taking the things personally. I empathized with them and put myself in their shoes and said, you know what? They were just trying to do what they thought was best. They didn't betray me. They didn't turn their backs on me. They were trying to do what they thought was best. They just didn't understand. They were ignorant. You know, ignorant is not a bad thing. Ignorant just means they didn't know. And the moment that I realized that, like I said, it relieved this tension of being bitter and upset at my family. Like I said, they didn't know, they didn't understand. This, like I said, this is a part two. I mean, this is a part one series because I'm actually gonna do a part two to this. And the part two will be talking to those family members that have people that are going through divorce. And kind of let them know, hey, listen, you might not want to say that. Okay. You might just want to sit back and listen, let them vent and listen where they at. My family just didn't do that. And it wasn't out of like this, yo, you just a bad person. They legit just thought this is some good advice. I need to get this to them. These are the things that you need to do. And it was from their perspective of life, their life experience. They were trying to give me advice on experience that they never experienced. So it wasn't personal. They just thought that they were doing the right thing. And I had to let go of that, right? That's how I start healing, starting to empathize with my family. And some of y'all may say, wait, you the dude going through something. Why you got to empathize with them? Because I wanted peace. You see, when you want peace, you'll do whatever you have to do to make peace, right? When you want peace, you're not going to try to prove who's right and who's wrong. You're just going to pursue peace, you know? So I wanted peace. So I had to empathize with my family. So that was the first thing I did. I healed. After I healed, I had to say to myself, okay, so now I'm establishing a new family dynamic. I need to set some boundaries. I need to set some standards. I need to set some moral and some moral values and the things that I stand for, the things that I want my family to stand for, the things that I need from people, right? I had to do that. So I went down the line just thinking, okay, this is what I want out of a mother. This is what I want out of a brother. This is what I want out of a sister. This is what I start thinking about those things. And slowly God starts sending those type of people to me, right? So once I set those boundaries, once I established my values and my expectations for the type of family I wanted, I then start selecting people to be in my family. Right now, I have a brother, man. I love this dude to the moon and back, man. If you saw us today, you would think that, man, him been brothers since we was kids, right? You would think that we grew up together. Not knowing I only knew this dude for 2 years. All right. Time spent does not equate like brotherhood or family. You can meet somebody in 6 months and become close to them like y'all knew them the whole life. So God started sending these people to me, right? Like I said, I needed a mother. You know, me and my mother wasn't talking. One of the I love my mama, but she's stubborn sometimes. One of the most heartbreaking things that really crushed me going through this whole process, I'll never forget it. It was my birthday. And my mom, every year, my mom called. She's the first person to call me in the morning. She calls me and tells me happy birthday and send me a text. So April 17th came around and I got no phone call, no text whatsoever from my mom. And that hurt. My dad called me though. I love my dad. I love my mama too, but I love my dad. He called me and he told me happy birthday and he loved me and everything. And I could hear my mom in the background. I'm like, yo, she's so stubborn. But it was just stuff like that, right? You know. So where was I going with that? I forgot. I don't know. Anyways, so that's what I'm saying. I needed a mother figure. So what did I want out of a mother? What did I want? My kids needed a grandmother, right? Because my mom wasn't there at the time. We weren't going around my mom. So we had people that were like grandparents to my children, right? And my children grew to love them. We had people that were like aunts and uncles to my children. My children grew to love. Like I surround my children with positive people, people that if I was to die today, I know that these people will have my kids' best interests at heart. If I was to die today, I know that these people will take care of my kids, right? And I have to do this carefully, right? Because when you get to know people and stuff like that, sometimes you can get close to the wrong type of people, right? And I had to sit back and say, okay, uh, they a cool person, but I don't think I want them that close to me. So I'll keep my distance there. That person's great. They have great morals, great standards. I can have them close to me, right? I start picking and choosing the type of people I want in my life. And until till this day, yeah, I have like this extended family to where, me and my kids, we would go to their house, we could spend the night, we could hang out with their kids. We're invited to the barbecue, we're invited to Christmases, we're starting our own traditions, right? You get to create the family that you want when you become an adult. And this is what you have to do. You don't have to be miserable or be upset because your blood relatives don't talk to you no more, because you aren't close with your siblings anymore. You know, and when I say that, that doesn't mean that reconciliation can't happen. Like I told y'all, me and my siblings, we're on talking terms now. We're slowly progressing back towards that closeness. There's still some tension here and there because the awkwardness of us not being close for years, got to reestablish trust and all that other stuff. But the relationship is there, and now I have my biological family. I also have an extended family, the family that I created, right? The family that I wanted to be a part of. And you can have that too. So I just want to encourage y'all, listen, blood don't make you family. What makes you family is trust, it's closeness, it's vulnerability, it's accountability, it's being able to have people that are going to walk through life with you, that aren't going to judge you, that's going to let you have your moment. And then after you have your moment, they say, all right, cool, you had that moment, let's get up. How can we, what we got to do next? Where we going next? Them are the type of people you want to surround yourself with. Listen, let go of that grudge with your mama. Let go of that grudge with your mama, your brother, your sister, because they didn't come to your birthday party, because they didn't say things the way you want them to say. Listen, a lot of the times, it's all because they don't understand. And it's not malicious. They ain't out to hurt you. They didn't betray you. They just don't understand. And when you can embrace that reality, that, yo, they weren't trying to be mean. They just didn't get it. You can let go of those things and not internalize that. Right? So that's what I want y'all to do. Okay. Listen, heal. Okay. Set some boundaries and then start picking the people you want around you. Okay. This is how you create the family that you want. Listen, I'm gonna be doing part 2 of this tomorrow. I'll let y'all know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get my older sister in on this conversation because she got some nuggets that she be dropping. And I want her to share that with you guys. So please stay tuned. This is day 9, day 10. I'm on day 10, y'all. 10 days straight. And then I'm not just celebrating me going live for the next 30 days. I'm celebrating me being disciplined and being committed to something. Like I said, I go for a morning walk every day. I've been doing that for the last 10 days. I done lost 8 pounds. I feel better. I'm sleeping better. So I'm just happy. So catch me tomorrow. Share this, comment, like it, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Listen, I'm trying to get up to 302 subscribers by the end of the night. I'm at 299. Can y'all do that for me? Do all of that. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.